back to another episode of Lost in the Farmer's Market Garden Life, where today we're looking at this lovely perennial here. Now, this is not the whole perennial, but a lot of it is overgrown by brush, but I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit. See, it's coming out of there. Mm-hmm. Yep, and it's sort of sideways, but that's okay. We were here for the blooms because they're instantly identifiable. A lot of you out there who are watching this will know exactly what this plant is, and for those of you who don't, its scientific name is Asclepias tuberosa. Now, before I go any further, some publications listed as tuberosum, and that is incorrect. According to NC State and the Missouri Botanical Garden, it is tuberosa. And there are other universities that back this up, as well as other botanical gardens. So just to let you know, fix your spellings. Because on the internet, I see a lot of wrong spellings. Anyway, its common name is butterflyweed. It's in the Apocynaceae family, which is the dogbane family. Tuberosa just means tuber-rooted. And Asclepias means that it is named for the Greek god of healing. It's native to the Americas, specifically North America, and it's spread naturally all over the country. Up into Canada, probably into Central America. It's native as native can get, and I urge you plant it. But anyway, it's hardy in USDA zones 3A through 9B. It has a pH preference of 5.6 to 7.6. Now, on that one, there's a variance on that. Some publications say more, some publications say less. That's a rough approximation of the range that I put in there. It prefers full sun to partial shade, and this one's growing in nearly full sun. Again, it's a bit of the stuff around it, the weeds around it are overgrown, and I'm going to have to gently dig it up. This one, because of its tuberous rooted nature, has to be gently dug up, so I avoid causing more shock than is necessary in a normal transplanting operation. It's not tropical milkweed, which has massive taproot, but it may or may not have a pretty good taproot. So there's that to consider. Its height is 1 to 2 feet, and its width can be 1 to 1.5 feet. And don't mind me, you hear the yowling off stage. That's Alistair trying to claw my leg. He's like, I want to be in this one. Why can't I be in this one? You were in the last one, Alistair. Calm down. Silly cat. Anyway, it is also known as, again, alert. I'm going to pronounce this one carefully. Chigger flower. Chiggr flower. Yeah, I know. Anyway, Indian paintbrush pleurisy root, which is one of its old-timey herbal names because it's used to treat lung and throat ailments, some part of it. And there are a bunch of others, but there are variations on that as far as I know. Now, what's interesting about this particular member of the Asclepias family is that it has no latex sap in its stems, which is intriguing. It was also the 1985 North Carolina Wildflower of the Year. Oh my God, Alistair, what are you doing? He is clawing his way up my leg. He wants to get pets. You silly cat. Why are you doing this now? You silly booger. He is determined. See, this is why you don't have farm cats in your garden, because inevitably they want attention. So as I was saying before, I was assaulted by a wily aminal. This is the 1985 North Carolina Wildflower of the Year, which is justifiable because it is a gorgeous wildflower. Now, there are color variations on this and stuff like that, but you can't beat the real thing. The plain orange one, which is what this is. Now, this plant was not purchased. Oh my God. Alistair's dangling off the back of my jacket, my anti-mosquito jacket. Woo, this could be a fun video. So as I was saying, you can't beat the real thing. This plant was not purchased at a nursery. This was brought here as seed from a patch of these that I found in New Jersey. And it was a large patch that would come up every year, get about 3 feet tall, look gorgeous, and then disappear by fall. And it was a on a little street off the side of a street called Portland Place in Montclair, New Jersey. And so all of the straight pleurisy root style milkweeds in my garden today in North Carolina are all from the original seed harvested from those plants, keeping the dream alive. There are 2 patches here, this one and then the other one, which is now out of flower. I want to rescue this one and fertilize it and grow it and get it bigger and strong and move it somewhere else where it will have better success, because this area is just no good. Plus, I plan to cluster bomb this area to clear out all the really nasty, egregious weeds, but that's a totally different discussion. Now, what's great about this plant, and consequently, historically, you will find many old remedies during the Civil War used by the Confederates that involved it for dealing with pneumonia and things like that. So it has a lot of medicinal uses, but as always, I recommend you fully research them before you start snorting this up your nose or whatever. What makes this plant great is that it is helpful to monarch butterflies. They can eat it. It does not carry that protozoan that kills their larvae. It's perfectly safe. Many other critters benefit from the nectar it produces. It is 100% safe. It is very reliable, though it has a tendency in dry summers of just disappearing and going dormant. So don't be shocked. Wherever you plant it, you really should actually put like a little flag or marker around it so you don't accidentally assume it's dead and dig it up. Wait till next year. So that summarizes all of butterflyweed. Basically, it's really easy. It's one of the easier ones of the group and easiest to get seeds or plants of. We're covering a lot of its family, so stay tuned for the next episodes on that. And as always, folks, thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit like or subscribe. If you have any thoughts on traditional Asclepias tuberosa butterflyweed, leave them in the comments section. The forage blog is on hiatus till January. And as always, folks, keep them growing, and thanks for watching.